Huh? All right.
Whee!
Playing Paper Mario now. Hello.
Oh, hello there.
Welcome back to Otaku Tuesday. You all right over there?
Yeah, I was getting prepared.
We're Bookend Gaming.
But seriously now.
Is that your voice warm up?
Yes. Gotta get all the phlegmies out.
Yeah. Helps you reach those high octaves.
And I'm Eric, and this is Otaku
I
Tuesday.
can't remember if I said I'm Travis.
I think you did, but
okay, we'll say it again.
Bookend Gaming.
We're not professional here at all. It's been a while since we played.
That's true. I know what we were doing though, because we looked it up.
Yeah. We're on the roof.
Complaining about juice boxes and
Right.
why
How dare
the girl
she drink
drinks
such
them.
sour juice?
She likes the juice.
What a weirdo.
So-
Let's ask the other girls about it.
Yeah. What do you think about it? I don't care.
Yeah. Get away from me. I'm going to stab you.
So we were on the roof with Yumiko,
Yeah.
and we don't know where we are now. Probably the hallway.
Most
That's-
likely.
that's-
We're going to tell that little girl another terrifying
Yeah,
story.
that's gonna be my guess. Seriously now. Oh, a club room. All right.
Person. Okay.
It's the weirdest game of Duck Duck Goose I've ever heard of.
Yum. Nope.
Is she eating people? What are you doing?
Yeah, you again. What are you spying on me for?
I mean, I'm here for class. I'm not spying on you. I just happen to be here. Leaving that aside, are you drawing the character for person on your hand? That's a pretty stale superstition. Oh, okay.
It's called The Stranger. What's it to you? This works wonders for heartburn and indigestion. Mind your own business. I like Pepto-Bismol.
Heartburn and indigestion. Yay.
Upset stomach, diarrhea. That's right. Just draw the character on your hand, then pretend to eat it. Bam! You're cured. It's an amazing magic spell. I'll let you imitate it if you ask nicely.
Sure. Might come in handy sometime.
Ha ha ha, handy. Huh, don't forget to show your gratitude when that day comes. Michiru Sama's body works in such convenient ways. I'm rather envious.
Oh God, she believes it.
She believes everything. She's just so agreeable.
I thought the drawing on your hand thing was supposed to calm you down before a big public speech or whatever. Since when did it become a replacement for azulene sulfonate sodium?
Oh my God, shut up. Sorry.
Now, whoa, jeez, calm down.
While I'm sadly ignorant of its exact chemical composition, it's an undisputed fact that the inside of Michiru Sama's body is a land of many wonders.
I've
and
explored
sour
it.
juice.
Yeah, I've explored it thoroughly. You're pretty cruel, Sachi.
Am I? In what respect?
Never mind.
Certainly.
The end. School
Okay, then.
dormitory.
And that's that whole scene.
All right. Oh,
Whoa.
what in the world?
She's in her civvies. Hey, Amine, hold it! Gah, Michiru, what's wrong?
She still has the fanny pack.
Of course. That juice you bought for me yesterday is way past the expiration date. See, it's not even her
Oh.
fault. Mystery solved.
Right. We went on that whole big thing on the roof.
Huh, no way. I checked it myself. I'm sure it was fine. Take a look for yourself. Here it says May 3rd. A whole month? Let me see that.
Oh.
I don't know how to read. Michiru. Don't worry, I'm not mad or anything. Just admit that even a perfect housewife like you slips up sometimes.
We're in Japan. The numbers are backwards.
What year is it? I'm not an idiot. It's 2012.
Oh.
It's 2011.
Wow, this
The
is...
world hasn't ended yet. Wait, it is?
By the way, the numbers are backwards. I meant like they put the
Yeah.
day first. Not
Yeah, I
I wasn't
know.
like
They-
making a racist joke. I realized that later. Like, oh, the numbers are backwards. Japan.
Oh,
'Cause-
like
yeah.
they read right to left. I see. Okay, yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
catch that.
you took it the right
know
way
what
too,
you
I
meant.
guess. Yeah, I meant like the
I mean,
date.
is it really racist to be like, you guys read
No,
different
it's
than
not.
us?
But
It is indeed.
I meant they put the day first.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Small, bigger, biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then this date, Yes, the expiration date on this thing is May of 2012. Whole 11 months from now, understand?
Oh God, so it's all back on.
Oh my
It's
god.
sour.
It's why is she doing it? She's so dumb. And you come in here accusing me of, you bitch. Gotta go make dinner. Sorry to bother you, Amane. Hold it right there. You snapped at me over your own dumb mistake. How about an apology?
Go beat her ass.
She ran away.
Yo,
Come up with a better opener, man.
probably off to masturbate. There's no homework today.
Yeah. There's never homework. You guys haven't even done a single class. Oh, Yuuji-kun, were you watching?
I mean, I'm here.
I've been standing here the entire time. Literally 2 steps away from you.
Ever since your polite greeting of "Gah!" towards your classmate.
I don't sound like that. After you spend enough time with that girl, that's the natural reaction.
I think I can see where you're coming from. She is pretty "Gah!" Pile enough of these cases together, and I can't help but bring my deadline for a conclusion forward.
What are we time jumping so much?
I don't know. Where'd Amane go? One day, the topic of Michiru comes up, and we're all gathered together. Incidentally, the person in question is already in bed. Whoa. Chiru's an alien. Well, good to know.
All right. Like, seriously.
A unique theory. Sometimes she rolls this silver paper around her head and receives transmissions from space. Oh, God.
Is she talking about a tinfoil hat?
I think.
Oh, God.
Is that a fact? If you keep an eye on Chiru, you'll see it before long.
Well, I haven't seen it from the bush I sit in.
Although I have no intention of taking anything Makina says seriously, the scary thing is, when she says this about Michiru, it almost feels plausible.
I like that outfit.
Whoa, yeah. An alien, is it? What, you have a thought about that? I'm thinking to myself, so could you please not butt in? You were mumbling something interesting, so I was curious. Sorry, please let me hear your delusions about Michiru the E.T. when you're in a better mood. Sorry if I rubbed you the wrong way. I'm sorry.
You can always hear that box knife.
Yeah. But try to keep in mind that I don't mean anything by it. How about you try not to rub me the wrong way instead, and rub me the right way?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm just.
What are you doing here?
They're all hanging out
Oh,
talking
right.
about Michiru.
Chiru.
Yeah. I'm just glad that vacant head of hers hasn't put her life at risk. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Perhaps the original Michiru-sama has in fact wandered off a cliff and died, and the current generation is an entirely different person.
Time to replace her.
Sorry, Sachan. I think that's going a little overboard.
Over a cliff, even.
Just a little bit. I suppose you're right. More plausibly, there's a good chance Michiru-sama's brains haven't yet processed the fact that she's dead.
Aren't you a bundle of sunshine?
I think she might be my favorite. That's really not any better.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I'm kind of biased because I just like doing that southern accent.
Right. And she's a pink-haired girl.
Right, that too.
She looks like a vampire.
She does.
A devil lives inside Chiru.
She's like the little girl vampire from from Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
do, yeah. A devil? I thought she was an alien. She's camouflaging herself with that show of idiocy, but once that veil is lifted, the heartless devil inside will emerge at last and bathe the earth in our blood.
Your eyebrows got really long.
Eek.
It's like she's
What
got
was
antenna.
that? What's the matter, Sakaki? Sounds like you suddenly caught your breath in fear. Did I not ask you to stop reacting to everything I do? What, are you in love with me or something?
Yes.
I can do without the play-by-play commentary.
I'm going to bed. This is getting a little frightening. Who's coming with me? Isn't it kind of cold tonight? Now that you mention it, it is a bit chilly.
Better get under the covers before I catch a cold. Okay, good night, everybody. Oni-chan, you just forget about Chiru and have a nice dream, okay?
I'm sure she's not going to try to kill you or anything.
Is it really okay to just forget about her? Okay. The next day, she's forgotten.
Yeah, it's fine.
She's been killed off. She has the least amount of points.
Right.
The next morning. Having finished my usual morning routine, I'm waiting for the others in the lobby. But for some reason, nobody's showing up. Have we been doing this every morning?
I guess. You all come together to go to the classroom 2 doors down?
Everybody's late at once. Seems like a bit too much of a coincidence.
She killed them all?
The pattern so far has been Amane and Makina noisily arriving first, followed by Sachi and Michiru noisily arriving second, with Sakaki sullenly arriving last.
At least she's quiet.
The normally rowdy morning is bizarrely quiet today.
Good morning. Oh, everybody's sick.
Just as I'm thinking this, Amane appears around the corner of the hallway. She's hunched over, hiding the breast she's so proud of.
What are you doing hunched over like that? You hiding your breasts? That's a weird thought.
Her hair is sticking up in places, and her skin seems rough.
Ugh, caught a cold. Shouldn't have stayed up when the season's changing.
You look bad.
Thanks.
Your beloved breasts are all shriveled.
No way. That can't.
How can you see? I'm all hunched over. Of course, I'm just screwing with you. What kind of cold would cause breasts to shrink? Haven't heard of that one yet. It's not 2020 yet.
Look, could you maybe not torment a sick person?
It's only 2012. We have 8 years to live.
Right, everything's great.
Understood. I'll do my best. Where are the others?
Oh no. Makina's out of it in her room. She must have caught the same bug as me.
So we're waiting on the other 3. As I speak, someone appears from around the corner. Good
morning.
Sachi, the next to arrive, has an equally severe case of the sniffles. Her maid uniform is disheveled, bringing to mind certain cheap Japanese pornos.
Her breasts don't look shriveled at all.
Yeah. Her breasts look fine.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. You too, Sachan? Shawshank Redemption? Yeesh. I'm truly a failure as a maid for such sloppy management of my health. In olden days, I would probably have been forced to kill myself to atone for my incompetence.
I don't think there were many historical periods where catching a cold was punishable by death, Sachi.
Well, I mean, you just died because you caught a cold. Oh, good morning, Kazami-san. Where are the others?
This is all of us so far. Makina's unconscious in her room. Sakaki. Just as I was speaking, I hear the sound of dragging footsteps from around the corner. It's Sakaki. It's obvious from a look at Yumiko's face that she's in bad shape herself.
Speaking of brains, she does kind of look like the samurai sword girl from High School of the Dead.
She must be pretty out of it, since she hasn't noticed that her socks are strangely bunched up at the toe. Her hair's a mess, too, with loose strands bouncing around with every step. Breasts all a mess.
Breasts looking like the California raisins.
Leave it. Mind if I ask what I'm supposed to be leaving? Me the hell alone.
Got him.
I'm sure you're dying to get in your kicks, right? On Route 66, maybe? Leave it alone.
My brain with the exact same thing.
Could you just direct your sadistic interest elsewhere for the moment? Understood. I won't comment on your bunched up socks or those stray hairs you've got all over the place.
That's just my mustache.
You'd better watch out once I get better. Yumiko's forehead creases in the usual way as she straightens her hair and fixes her socks. But the powerful aura of rage that normally accompanies her scowls isn't there.
Yuuji-kun, you seem fine.
Staying healthy is part of my job.
So the only ones healthy would be Kazami-san and...
I mean, not for long. We got these girls all in front of you.
Surrounded, yeah.
Yes, come to think of it, I haven't seen her yet today. At the very moment everyone was imagining a certain face.
How pathetic, you guys.
Michiru dramatically appears in the hallway as if she'd been lying in wait for the right moment to make her grand entrance. Probably because she had, in fact, been lying in wait for the right moment to make her grand entrance.
Doves come flying out as she walks in.
The juice wasn't old. I'm okay.
The juice was actually medicine.
Yeah. She jabs a finger out at us in an apparent attempt at an impressive pose.
You've got to watch out when the seasons change. Sure enough, every one of you gets sick yet again. You're negligee with your health.
I'm not sick. Also, do you mean negligent?
Talk about negligee! Negligee!
I mean, if you want me to. Ignoring me and her own poor grasp of the language, Michiru continues to harp on the negligee group.
Even though your energy is all you're good for, you catch a cold and stand around sniffling like idiots? Seriously pathetic.
I don't want to hear this from you, of all people. Likewise, ignoring Sakaki's crankiness, Michiru reaches into the pouch she's carrying, takes out a variety of boxes and plastic pouches, and places them on the common room table.
I'm gonna do a magic trick. Here, I got medicine and instant porridge ready. Everybody take your share. Then go back to your room and get better at once. Understood? It pisses me off, but I can't talk back at this time. I'll take it with thanks, Michiru-sama.
None of us are going to go to school then today, I guess.
Nope. Thank me if you must. Or rather, you must thank me.
Do it. In a truly rare spectacle, the group obediently follows Michiru's orders.
She's poisoned all of you because you're all talking shit.
Yeah. The girl seems overjoyed, almost disturbingly so.
At times like these, for some reason, that girl's always the only one who stays healthy.
This has happened before.
I don't know why, but Matsushima-san is the only one who doesn't catch the bugs that go around the dorm. Frankly, for a while I was suspicious she was poisoning us.
I knew it.
Poisoning?
That's because she doesn't have human anatomy, because she's an alien.
She's an alien!
Why are you lost in thought all of a sudden?
You might not be too far off with that hypothesis. It's just that you aren't the ones being poisoned here.
What?
But once again, I'm splendidly resistant to colds. I wonder why.
Michiru tilts her head in honest puzzlement. A daily vitamin C intake on the level of self-poisoning, a sleep and activity schedule like that of a grade schooler, and a naturally tranquil, vacant mind.
You're too dumb to get sick.
Combining all of these factors, it's no wonder she doesn't get sick often.
Well, whatever. Come on, don't just stand there, bust a move. Take what you need and get back to your room.
You don't have to tell me.
Although her words sound defiant, Sakaki also obediently takes advantage of Michiru's kindness. Even if her willpower has been weakened by the cold, it doesn't seem like the Sakaki I know. I see. I've gotten something of a new perspective on this girl. Honestly, there's no mistaking the fact that she's an idiot, but without a doubt, she's a necessary idiot for this place.
All right, then.
Among this strangely precocious bunch, Michiru is a complete outlier in her lifestyle patterns and thought processes. I guess her presence actually helps balance out the group, in a way.
Everyone needs the dumbest one.
Right.
Someone is always going to be the dumbest one.
They all have to have different personalities, so now we can have a sitcom.
Hey, you have to tell them apart, other than their hair.
The porridge. There's no plum flavor.
Amine took that one. All right, I'll bring one to your room later, so just take the medicine back for now.
Plum porridge?
Gross.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Yumiko, shower me in gratitude. Shoot it all over me.
All right, all over my face.
It's in my hair. Oh, no, I mean, you could sprinkle me with a little gratitude if you feel like it.
Above all, I'm seriously surprised by the way something vaguely resembling friendly feeling seems to be temporarily present between her and this box cutter woman.
Don't get it in my eye.
Sakaki's apparent interest in Michiru also seems to hint at some sort of positive emotion. Michiru might have some sort of mysterious charm in her own right.
Hey, Yuuji.
Oh no, I'm in love.
What?
You too. Don't just stand there, bust a move. Put on a face mask so you don't catch their cold. Here, I've got some ready, so hurry up.
Yeah, I'll take one. I take anything that you give me.
Right.
Taking the mask Michiru thrusts out at me, I return to my room. There are parts of people you can't judge from a unified perspective. Trivial as it might seem, I've picked up another bit of knowledge at this school.
They're all girls.
All right. Oh.
That's a tasty hand.
Oh no. We've already been here.
Ew, it's sour. Sour. It's so sour.
Can't put that as the thumbnail again.
Right?
Several days after the cold incident in the dormitory.
No, you just have to have them all standing there in masks.
Oh, okay. Once again, I encounter Michiru drinking something sour in the lobby. From the way she's writhing in agony, she doesn't seem to have gotten used to it in the least. Why are you so caught up on drinking sour things? You don't seem to enjoy them. Do you enjoy making yourself miserable? If this is just one facet of a deeper masochistic fetish, I'll have to demonstrate a certain level of acceptance and understanding. I like it.
I guess that's kind of hot.
Shut up already. Getting lots of vitamin C makes you smarter. Don't you know that much?
I smart good. What? Who published a thesis like that and where? I must have footnotes. I like to think I have a basic familiarity with the benefits of vitamins, at least. Vitamin C's effects are so famous that I'm actually surprised to hear anyone was still researching it.
Oh my god, can I get your autograph?
Thesis? Don't know about that, but, it's in sardine or tuna heads or whatever. You've heard about it, right? Vitamin C.
Sardines? The head of tuna? Sardines, tuna, and a positive effect of the intellect. I think I get it.
You're dumb.
You're an idiot.
What? Finally remembered? But I won't give you any. I'll show you. I'm gonna get way smarter than you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What's with the confident expression? You regret this when I'm the one teaching you stuff.
Unfortunately, judging from the way she's confusing vitamin C with DHA, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, duh.
Duh, DHA, don't you know?
Totally.
I thought it was talking about like fish oil.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sardines.
Maybe that is DHA?
It could be.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know, I'm an idiot too.
I don't know vitamins.
But to explain her mistake here and now would be too cruel.
Do
to
Flintstone
rule.
vitamins count? Vitamins.
Vitamins.
Oh, Flintstone vitamins.
I'm sure she'll naturally discover the truth herself someday. Well, you may not be capable of teaching me much at the moment, but I am counting on you to help me out if I get sick.
What's with that?
Don't worry about it. You just keep up the vitamin C intake and regular sleep patterns, and I'll buy the maid outfit. I mean, nurse costume. For everyone's
we already
sake.
have a maid.
Doesn't matter.
I plan to. Not that it's any of your business.
Spitting out a venerable tsundere stock phrase as her parting shot, Michiru stalks off. That was a venerable tsundere stock phrase, by the
course,
way, in case
yeah.
you were wondering.
Yeah. No, I never would have figured that out.
I don't stick labels on people prematurely.
By the way, if you forgot, she's a tsundere.
Oh, right.
Or trying to be.
But regarding the girl named Matsushima Michiru, nailed it, in consideration of various events up to the including and the current case. I didn't nail that sentence, though. I have arrived at a certain conclusion.
You used all your vitamin C up on that first part.
So full of yourself. Don't think I'm going to give you any of my vitamin C brain juice.
I'll give you my vitamin C brain juice. This girl is, in fact, an idiot.
It's mostly protein.
Okay, then. What's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know
Everyone's
either.
sick and you're refusing to leave the lobby for this
we've
entire week.
I've been living here for the past week. Probably because I'm living in a world where maintaining a decidedly realist perspective is a matter of necessity.
That makes sense.
I've never felt any interest in the paranormal or occult phenomena. Such stories are often frauds, created to prey on the weaknesses of human nature. And more fundamentally, I've never found any meaning in the idea of the supernatural.
Didn't you literally just tell the little girl a story about a guy dealing with ghost soldiers?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to remember.
I mean, that was just a story, I guess.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know. But in my workplace, where human lives are frequently given and taken, these sorts of rumors aren't uncommon. Even a disinterested party like me has absorbed more stories than I can count on both hands.
We just kind of glossed over the fact that he just said people die in his job, like he murders people.
Yeah.
So I guess he's a secret agent.
He's got to be some sort of that.
He's James Bond.
A hitman or
Yeah.
a double agent.
Well, we already said he's John Wick, didn't we?
Right.
Yeah.
Her hair's purple.
Ooh.
So, what ended up happening to the person who approached the tunnel?
What? When he got back, he went delirious with fever. His limbs grew numb and eventually totally immobile. When a doctor examined him, they couldn't find any cause for his condition. They threw in the towel and left him to rot in bed.
He's telling another freaking
He is,
story.
and they're all here. Oh, yeah.
This is made up, right?
When Kazumi-san tells a story, it seems frighteningly real. Ha 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 ha! Yuji's probably just making up a fake ending to scare
So
us.
I guess we just hang out with all of them in the lobby now?
Yeah, that's fine.
all right.
Makes things easier.
That's you.
Which one is that?
Tsundere.
Thank you. I don't have their names down yet. I need a picture.
Michiru. I can't remember the
Chiru
other name.
Chiru.
Yeah,
That's what
Chiru
I'll
Chiru.
remember.
I bet the guy's
Matsushima.
perfectly fine, and they still keep in touch even now.
No, that's what really happened, and he died a month later.
That's a lie. He should be fined by the template. Say it's a lie, all right?
I don't tell lies. Even white lies. He's dead. Left me a little something in his will.
No! Ugh.
I got no friggin' idea if Chiruchu's happy or terrified.
I believe Michiru-sama is scared out of her wits, such as they are.
What wits?
Compared to the reasonably calm Sachi and Makina, Michiru's in a state of serious terror.
Y'all are hopeless.
Amine's expression is also strangely cramped. From the way her Kansai accent is leaking out, I'd say she's not quite unaffected herself.
I don't know.
Is that like
I don't know what
South,
that is.
southern Japan?
I don't know. Was his death in fact related to some sort of curse?
I don't know if she's supposed to have a certain accent. We're not using it.
Nope. It's the Japanese dialect. Who knows?
Yeah. They have accents just like we do. So.
Yeah.
Don't know. He wasn't that healthy to start out with, so there's a good chance he just picked up some illness that killed him.
It's always funny when I tell someone that I lived in Missouri for like 6 years. It's like, oh, that's where
Yeah.
your accent comes from. Like, I have a Missouri accent.
Really?
I feel
don't
like
know.
I sound
What's a
exactly
Missouri
like you.
accent?
I don't know. Apparently this.
But the doctor couldn't find anything wrong with him, right? Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm telling you, that's too freaky. Maybe he was, like, chronically ill? Or you noticed him coughing for half a year before that? Isn't there some explanation like that? Please?
Nope.
Oh.
Michiru clamps her hands over her ears and thrashes around, moaning like a wild animal. Oh. Though the course of her evolution seems to have reached a new stage, this isn't the time to study that hypothesis. Were you that scared? Sorry.
That's not it. I wasn't scared or anything, just surprised and scared.
Calm yourself, Michiru-sama. You're spinning in circles like the hands of a clock.
I mean, what's wrong with this guy? Usually you'd show consideration and lighten the story up just a teensy bit. He's ruthless. Totally ruthless.
See, she gets it. I like her a little better now.
Right?
There. It'll be okay. Even if Chiru did piss herself from fear on the spot, everyone here is kind enough to pretend we don't notice.
God, brutal.
I did not piss myself, and that's cruelty, not kindness. Don't ignore something like that.
Understood. If and when Michiru pisses herself, I promise to pay close attention.
Piss off.
Piss on. The pisser. At any rate, my story's over, so let's stop for now.
Piss.
There are 5 candles in front of us. I blow out the flame on the last one that's still burning,
Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
and now we all fall over each other.
That's that. Good work, everyone.
Oh, bye-bye.
It's a ghost.
Sachi turns on the lights and begins to clean up the candles. After dinner, for some reason, we all ended up telling scary stories in the lobby.
Yeah, we got that.
It was a standard campfire-style ghost stories round, with everyone having a try at frightening the rest. Maybe the lukewarm summer night made for a good atmosphere as everybody got into it.
When you get down to it, the last story from Yuuji-kun has to be the scariest.
Yes, the way Kazumi-san's story wasn't dressed up made it seem particularly believable.
Well, it's not fiction. Oh, God.
Cut it out!
Jeez.
At least say it's just a story at the end. This is the absolute minimum of human decency.
If I told you it was just a story now, would you believe me?
Sure I would. If you say it, I'll believe you.
Alright, got it. That story about the tunnel was all a lie. Also, my coworker's alive and kicking.
Huh?
All right.
Whee!
Playing Paper Mario now.
It's no good. I can't buy that. Get this out of my head. Brainwash me. Bring me a brainwashing machine right now.
We got one? I think they'd give up after a few minutes with your brain.
Got her.
Ignoring Michiru's hysterics, everyone starts to head back to their rooms.
Just all walk away. She's like
Yeah.
flailing on the ground.
At this point, I realize something's been a bit odd about tonight. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Sakaki.
Didn't even notice.
The others pause at my words, then turn back around with thoughtful expressions on their faces.
Now that you mention it, I haven't run into her today either. Sachan, how about you?
I mean, there's only 5 of them here.
Right.
No, I didn't. I did catch a glimpse of her in school, but I don't recall seeing her in the dorm.
Don't you think, like, every beginning of any sort of gathering, they'd be like, oh, Sakaki's not
Yeah,
here.
we're missing something. Yeah, right.
I saw her for just a sec, but she went right into her room. I don't know about after that.
All of them only have like 3 fingers per hand, so they can't count.
Oh, okay. Maybe she just didn't want to deal with us in a group. Given Sakaki's personality, I can't imagine her voluntarily participating in this sort of social event. My guess would be that she just shut herself up in her room, since she couldn't avoid running into our gathering if she went downstairs.
No, she doesn't really hate this sort of event.
Really?
Well, I wouldn't say she goes out of her way to join in, but I think she feels like she should at least show up.
Amane nods at Michiru's words.
That's right. Usually when everybody gathers here, she'll be standing over there, mostly just listening. She's the cool one.
She points to a pillar on the edge of the lobby in the hallway.
Yeah, so it feels comparatively unusual that she didn't show up today.
She sits on top of it like a gargoyle. It's the weirdest thing.
She leans against it with 1 foot up and a hat on
Yeah.
over her eyes.
I see. Yumi-chan's by the book Kudere, so she's just being shy. If Oni-chan brings out the beast inside and attacks, she'll go, but that's embarrassing. And fold like a house of cards.
Yeah, I think that would be an appropriate measure. Sakaki-san constantly exhibits a kudere. What the hell is it? Personality of near robotic perfection, you see?
It's close to tsundere, but
But murderous.
more angry.
Oh, more
Yeah.
badass.
I believe it's practically certain that this
Oh, wait, no,
event...
that's Sachi.
Oh. I'm just ready to read.
I believe it's practically certain that this event is simply another expression of it. I just felt a lot of sympathy for Yumiko.
Sympathy? Why?
I get it. It's because Chiru is a really transparent character too, right? Yeah, we got to get all their personality types down. What kind of dere are they?
Right.
You identify with her or something. Tribal solidarity? Team spirit? Rah rah?
Come on, don't look that way. Spit it out.
Shut up! I'm sympathetic as a fellow victim of your constant screwing around, you jerk! Well, please don't shout like that, Michiru-sama. If you raise your voice all of a sudden, you might break something in that fragile head of yours. I'm deeply concerned about your rash lifestyle. Sachi, you too. You're just as bad.
As I watch Makina, whose abusive tongue and nasty personality are growing more pronounced, Sachi, whose cyborg-like reactions are growing more dramatic, and Michiru, who's growing more victimized by the day,
Maybe you're all tired and hangry.
I find myself growing a little curious about Sakaki's way of life. Yeah, head to Taco Bell and get the 20-pack.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, since that box cutter incident was resolved a few days ago, I don't remember exchanging anything but very basic communications with her.
Yo.
I don't intend to pry too deeply, but for the sake of a smooth school life from this point on, it might be a good idea to learn a little more about her. Herm. There's one for the Herm counter.
Yep.
Hey, there's something I want to ask you guys. You have a few minutes?
I guess not.
But they didn't have a few minutes.
Spoiler alert.
There she is.
Ellipsis. Just my imagination. Now it's close, you know.
Indeed, Sakaki-san's instincts are remarkably sharp.
When you're being followed by this many people, of course you're going to notice. Yesterday evening, I tried lightly asking the others about Sakaki's daily life and habits.
Trying to map it all out.
But the answers I received in return provided much flimsier information than I had expected. The one thing we know about Sakaki Yumiko is that she doesn't let people see much about herself, much less her private life. Our only real glimpses of her thoughts are hints from her gestures and body language. In short, Sakaki's lifestyle is a vaguely defined mystery, even to the people she's been living with. Without an active effort at observation, things are likely to stay that way.
That's exactly why we're investigating Yumi-chan's habits, you know?
Do you read my mind?
Probably 80% out of idle curiosity, Makina and Sachi ended up volunteering to cooperate with my investigation. That cooperation has taken the form of an incredibly sloppy tailing operation that was nearly given away in a matter of seconds. To be honest, they're nothing but a burden, Makina in particular.
She turns around and they just hide behind you.
Yeah.
Poorly.
I asked the wrong people.
What's the matter?
No, forget it. If things get bad, it's every man for himself.
Oh god, I'm the only man.
Putting aside any reflection on the basic question of why we're doing this for later, we continue our investigation of the highly mysterious Sakaki. So now we're just stalking Sakaki.
Yeah, poorly. Not even stalking, you're just like following her.
Yeah.
And she turns around and just sees you.
Blah. My sore feet. I'm tired.
Oh man, lying limply on her side on the sofa in the lobby, Makina mumbles a few grammatically scrambled words of complaint.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. We didn't find out anything.
Oh, that's the worst. I mean, how? You followed her all day. Sachi flops down next to me, heaving a tired sigh herself. Well, her guard was even tighter than anticipated. After spending an entire day following Sakaki's every movement outside of class, I was going to say, did you not go to class?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
You just never see class.
We gained absolutely no new information. During her free periods, she reads books in absorbed silence. Her pace in school was always steady and irregular, without any suspicious hasty movements. I guess I'm just used to Katawa, where they actually did show some...
Yeah, I mean,
not like tons of teacher time, but they were in class and had moments in class.
There were things that happened in the classroom.
She doesn't feel human. She's a robot or a walking rock.
Just as Makina says, Sakaki's behavior was reminiscent of a machine.
Certainly. Felt as though I was watching a cyborg.
You're one. Well, whatever. You're not wrong. But I don't think I can be satisfied with this. No! From what I heard yesterday, Sakaki doesn't dislike being in a group with the others. Even if she doesn't participate in the conversation, the way she's consistently lingering at the edge is easily comprehensible from the perspective of human psychology. That doesn't fit with her machine-like actions in the daytime. In the first place, does she ever let her emotions show on her face?
She's actually twins, pretending to be the same person.
Oh. Apart from the hostilities Sakaki showed me at first, I haven't seen any evidence of an emotional reaction from her.
Come to think of it, although it might not be exactly the same thing.
Sachi raises her hand and speaks somewhat hesitantly.
I have seen Sakaki-san startled.
Startled?
Yes.
Sakaki, it doesn't seem like she'd bat an eyelid even if the dorm exploded under her. What kind of surprise got a reaction out of her? In response to my question, Sachi continues in slightly hushed tones.
I don't think Sakaki-san would be pleased to know I was telling you this, but, it was an incident involving instant yakisoba.
Instant yakisoba? Instant yakisoba.
Certainly, Oyang's yakisoba with sauce, equipped with a hole for easy draining of the hot water, boils within 3 minutes.
Delicious. Not interested in the brand name or product features. What does it have to do with Sakaki? Get with the program.
When making instant yakisoba, you need to drain the hot water, of course. When you dump the water into the sink, the metal reacts and makes a booming sound, yes?
True. It'll make a sound if you dump it all at once.
Yes, and exactly that happened to Sakaki-san.
Splish, splish, splish. Yeah!
Aww. Still eat it. It's probably fine.
It's fine.
The yakisoba. Oh well.
Abandoned.
Sakaki-san, are you just leaving this?
Are you talking to past her?
Yeah.
Or
That's part of the flashback.
well, she was part of the moment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, duh. She heard it.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Then I cleaned
Ignore me.
up for her and left.
I'm dumb. Oh, Sakaki did that?
You gotta drink more vitamin C, bud.
With that cool and calm appearance, you'd never think she'd be startled by something as small as that. In reality, she must have a pretty low tolerance for sudden scares. I kind of want to see that side of Sakaki. Oh boy.
Just follow
There's-
behind her and smash
Yeah.
your hands together.
but I'm not particularly likely to run into her at the exact moment she's draining her instant noodles. And
I'd like to drain my instant noodle.
yeah, I was going to work that into a masturbation pun somehow. Given Sakaki's personality, I doubt she'll make the same mistake twice anyway.
See, that's the difference between you and me. You look for your opening, I just go for it. And I
Yeah.
don't care if it makes sense in the moment or not.
It doesn't matter if we word it correctly or not. At least it's out there.
Don't act like your minds weren't there, too.
Although I wouldn't mind seeing her cautiously filling the sink. Hot. Preparing a strainer, intensely draining the hot water either.
Oh, God.
It's my fetish. That sounds cool. I want to see too.
Oh, you going to use a colander?
Unfortunately, I doubt she'll do that twice. That's just the hot water thing, though. We could use another method, you know?
I got this gun.
What? Machina lightly jumps up off the couch, floating a diabolical grin. We just need to ambush Yumi-chan and scare the heck out of her. What are you saying? I don't think I like you anymore.
That sounds fun. But wouldn't Sakaki-san's surprise quickly turn to anger and stabbing?
Just as Sachi says, when you consider the aftermath, trying a stunt like that on Sakaki seems like a very dangerous plan. I can handle it myself. Don't worry, she won't find out, so it's all good. But Machina's malicious curiosity seems to outweigh her awareness of the risk.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Sachin, she's coming back soon?
Yes, ETA to the front door is approximately 2 minutes.
What are we doing?
You're just ready to scare the shit out of her, I guess.
Intelligence arrives from our detached unit, namely Sachi.
Now we just wait for the target to approach.
Is this really going to work?
My plan's flawless.
Certainly.
You just sit back and enjoy the show, all right, Oni-chan?
Just as Machina says, I'm hidden near the hallway, just behind this tree off to the left. This little house plant.
Just standing straight up.
Yeah.
I think I'm in.
You're like 2 feet taller than the plant. Observing the scene.
I wonder if there's really anything capable of surprising Yumiko.
What are you doing here?
I guess she's in on the plan now. Oh,
Wait, why's Chira here anyway?
Huh? None of your business. I was just curious.
she was following us, following her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Amane's
boy.
behind her.
Yeah. Sakaki climbs her way up the stairs, approaching the second floor hallway.
Why didn't I take the elevator?
In that instant, Machina calls out instructions into her cell phone.
Do it!
At Machina's signal, Sachi cuts the breaker to the hallway from the other end of the phone call. What's her voice?
What the...
Sakaki is taken aback for a brief moment,
A blackout? What a nuisance.
but her voice quickly regains its usual steadiness. Once again, her footsteps ring out in a regular rhythm.
Most likely the target, due to her scaredy cat nature, will be on the edge from the blackout.
Right as Sakaki approaches the door to her room, Machina presses the switch in her hand. Just a bomb.
What the...
Wee wee wee. Sakaki twirls around at the odd noise, but finds nothing more than a flower pot. Whew, good thing we weren't behind it. Sitting demurely on a nearby
That
shelf.
was that switch was. It turned her into a houseplant.
Oh, okay. She grabbed the green herb. In the unremarkable earthenware pot, there's nothing but a small decorative plant.
Phew.
Sakaki sighs in relief after discovering the innocuous origin of the strange sound. But she hasn't taken her eyes off the houseplant yet.
On top of that, by letting her taste momentarily relief, we got her guard down.
As Machina whispers these words, she presses the switch a second time. Just then, whoop! Oh my god! Kablop! The perfectly normal houseplant abruptly splits in two down the middle. From its depths, an object resembling a giant eyeball emerges.
Oh my god, who's the engineering genius?
Although it might be different under bright lighting, seeing this thing pop up at you in dark must be something of a shock. As expected, Sakaki freezes dead on the spot, her eyes and mouth wide open. Something that might be an attempt at speech and might be a simple gasp leaks out of her mouth. Eee! After a moment, she draws in a great breath of air. Kya!
She just slices it.
Yeah. And in a loud voice that I never could have imagined emerging from Sakaki's mouth, she screams. The sound echoes throughout the dorm.
What the?
It's not just that she's loud. Unlike her normal low, vaguely threatening tone, Sakaki's voice right now is remarkably girly. Oh. Although I feel a little sorry for Sakaki as she trembles in terror, this is a truly interesting spectacle. Ho ho! Yumi-chan got nice and surprised. Let's see, what's her face look like? Is it lewd? What?
You're evil. Truly evil.
Hey, Chiru, move over already. I can't see that well.
Hey, don't push me, Machina.
Huh? Wow.
Losing their balance, Makina and Michiru tumble from their hiding position, landing in front of Sakaki.
My juice.
What?
At this point, Sakaki finally grasps the nature of the situation.
Yumiko, what's up? Seems like a blackout, huh?
Hope there's no scary plants with eyeballs. Wow, blackout out of nowhere. Weird.
Just then, Sachi returns with exquisitely bad timing.
Well done, everybody. Mission success.
After adding some exquisitely unhelpful lines, she clamps her mouth shut.
Ellipsis.
Yumiko looks around the faces of everyone on the scene and then glances down at herself.
I've pissed myself.
What's the meaning of this? She's gone and pissed herself.
The tone of her voice has completely returned to normal.
Well, this is, bit of a long story.
Yeah, Chiru made us do it.
What? A setup?
That's right. We were all in on it. It was all to get you instead.
Chiru had fun too, so you're an accessory to the crime. Now you gotta do the time.
Then you do it too. Don't just blame it all on me.
I see. Although I don't understand your motives, it seems this is your doing. Time to die.
Knife, yep.
I assume you're prepared to face the consequences of your actions.
Please calm yourself, Sakaki-san.
Oh, no.
Eek! Yumi-chan's mad!
She's just murdering them. I know
Holy
they're running,
shit.
but it just, with the slice noise, it's like she's just cutting through them all.
Hey, why are you chasing after me? Wait, no!
As the perpetrators scatter around the dorm, Sakaki tracks down Michiru. There's murder in her eyes. Oh shit, she stabbed her 3 times.
Right?
She's waving her box cutter around like the incarnation of wrath. Where did the person who let out that cute scream go? Don't think she's going to calm down anytime soon. I better keep my my post.
I guess I better zip my pants back up.
That girlish scream is gone. It's not coming back.
Right.
Turning my back on the violent turmoil taking place on the upper floors, I head downstairs by myself. I'm out of here.
This seems fine. I'm going to go. They'll work it all out.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
hopefully nobody's dead when we come
Yeah.
back next time.
That was actually pretty eventful.
It was.
I think we had more transitions in that episode than all the other episodes combined.
Yeah, right?
I mean, they
We're
were all
just-
transitions to the same room.
We're just skipping through our days now.
Yeah.
So,
That means we're getting to the juicy stuff. And
yeah!
all the girls are involved.
Michiru will love it.
Yeah.